Okay, next up, we go with Rock and Roll Jelly. Right. That's the head. It's a bend of the A. There's a major like an E, but it uses the flat 7. So again, it's like kind of mix all it in. Eyes on that note. And it's played with a lot of swagger, it's free. So that's Rock and Roll Jelly. At the end there's a 3-part section. It goes, the first time Ray goes, and then the last time he goes, and that's it. It's just a great little fusion song. It's only about 2 minutes long, and the original was when Jeff Beck used to guest on Stanley Clarke's albums, and I think he played on Hello Jeff, Silly Putty I think he's on, and Rock and Roll Jelly. Now right after that comes Quiet Afternoon, which is a kind of jazzy vamp. It's got a chord vamp behind it, it's in B flat, and the rhythm is kind of, I said to my pal Alan in the band, he's far more versed in jazz chords than I am, just at hand. I said, what are those chords, Alan? And he did show me what I've forgotten. But that's the rhythm. Now, Quiet Afternoon, Stanley Clarke plays a piccolo bass, which is like a bass that is an octave higher. I think it's an octave higher, and it puts it into the area of a guitar so they can play back and forward, so they can duet with each other and ping these licks back and forward. Now, it's got this lovely kind of laid back jazzy swagger, and then suddenly out of nowhere, we're in B flat here. Ray plays this. Right, just this lovely. It's a really in the pocket, soulful, swaggering lick off there. So we're going up to the G, and then bending the C, obviously, Now, where you bend the note to, and this is really important if you're a fan of what Ray Gomez does, it would seem normal to go half tone. Right, now he tends to play in the microtones, so there you go. Next time he goes, right, now that doesn't come from Mars, those are real notes, but it's, so that would be, it's coming off a D, so it's those notes. So if it ends on G rather. But where it ends in a major note phrase, here's the major line. Where it ends is on a minor third. Bend the C, then fret this one, C sharp, and push it to, as that, later on he plays just a really funky lick like that. At one point he plays off the B, it's in B flat, and he plays this line. Now if you looked at the liner notes in that album, Ray seemed to play a Cherry Sunburst Les Paul and an older Strat, generally the same as Strat, and he's very, very specific about how the bar in the Strat is set up. You know, he's got it so if you yank up on the arm, it'll go minor third, right? And I'll come to that later on in a different lick, but mine's not set up like that. I like to have mine just flat to the board so it does not pull up. So I think what he's doing is playing a one-handed thing and then pulling up on the bar. Now you know what that will sound like, right? So the funny thing is, it's in B flat, but its choice of notes is B and D, and it sounds like this, right? So normally you would do that by playing the one note phrase. I'll take the bar down and show you how to do it. So I'm letting the bar up. No, I can't yank it up because I've set it to go flat to the tailpiece. But it sounds like that's what he's doing, but I mean that is another way to do it. I got this off Dick Wagner and Steve Hunter on Alice Cooper's The Alice Cooper Show. And I used to play this, God, I used to play this lick all the time. It's easier the lower you go down the strings, but the tension is greater. So if you and then let it down, so yeah, he does that. But as I said, the interesting thing is he's playing at B and D. We're still in B flat. As I say, there's that, and down with the bar. That's a real kind of Ray thing, you know. You play that last note of a phrase and then he takes the bar down. So those are some of the licks. It's by no means extensive, but those are some of the licks in Quiet Afternoon. And then he plays a lick that it's one of my favourite of all time. Now, if anyone who's been in a rehearsal room with me, or been at a gig where I've been playing, or been in a band with me, they will have heard me play this lick. It's here's like. Right, I play that all the time. I played it in E there. I played it in F sharp. Right, so it's a 5-note scale lick, and it's using a flat 5. So right, now Ray plays that in Quiet Afternoon, but you'll notice, as I said, it's in B flat. So we're going to be toiling for the last note, because the last note is going to be E flat, and lowest note of guitar, if you're in standard tuning, is E. So you hear Ray play this. And that just kills me. This absolutely kills me every time I hear it. So he goes down to the bottom note, the E. And then takes the note down. So, you know, we can do it in B flat. So if you put it in a different place, there's your E note and there's your flat 5. Takes a bit of time to get the thing. I pushed it too far there, but you get the idea. And that is probably my favourite Ray Gomez lick, although you know, he has loads. So that's Rock and Roll Jelly and Quiet Afternoon, some sort of selected licks from. So moving swiftly on, in the next one I'll go into some of the stuff he's done with other people.